A deep-sea crew vanished without a trace, but when the last diver went looking for them, he found something that should have stayed buried beneath the ocean floor. The ocean floor was silent. Too silent. Sonar pings echoed like dying heartbeats. Inside Expedition Vessel Helix 9, Captain Ronan Graves stared at the glitching screen. Static crawled across the monitors. One by one, every signal from the deep-sea mining crew had gone dark. "That's 8 men," he whispered. "Gone. No mayday. No trace." Only an hour ago, they were laughing through comms, joking about reaching Trench Zone E73, one of the ocean's deepest, undocumented trenches, a place local fishermen called the Devil's Mouth. No one took the nickname seriously. Until now. Ronan stood alone in the command room. His fingers trembled as he hit replay on the final transmission. "Captain, do you hear that? Something's moving down H." A blood-curdling sound ripped through the speakers. Not human, not mechanical, something alive and angry. Then silence. 10 minutes later, a diving pod was being prepped. Ronan suited up. Everyone else on the upper deck refused to go down. They were terrified. Only Ronan had the clearance and the past. His brother, Eli Graves, was part of that lost crew. And Ronan had buried too many people in this ocean already. The diving pod groaned as it was lowered. Water slammed against the windows, pressure rising fast. 400 meters, 800 meters, 1,300 meters. Beyond that, the sunlight disappeared. The world turned black. Only the pod's front floodlights cut through the dark, revealing what looked like a grinning rock face ahead. Except it wasn't a rock. It blinked. Slam. Something massive hit the pod from behind. Ronan grabbed the stabilizer. No, stay with me." Alarms flared. The system showed hydraulic damage. The left light flickered and died. Still, he kept going. He had to. At Trench Zone E73, the seabed was cracked open, like something had clawed its way out. The mining site was completely destroyed, drills twisted like melted straws, oxygen tanks floating freely, helmets empty. And then something worse. A helmet, still attached to a body. Eli, face frozen in horror, but his fingers pointing toward a black crevice in the seabed, carved in unnatural symmetry, like a door. A door that was now open. Ronan activated his subarm camera and steered closer. Something shimmered near the edge, like oil in water. But as he zoomed in, it moved. Not away, toward him. He reversed. The camera blurred. Suddenly, from the trench, a low rumble began. Not mechanical, not natural. It sounded like breathing. Slow, ancient, like something waking up. Boom. The entire trench floor heaved upward, tossing the pod like a toy. Ronan hit his head on the side. Blood trickled down his temple. Through blurry eyes, he looked up and saw a shape, not clearly, but massive, with rows of eyes. Some glowing red, some blinking out of sync, and below them jaws. Not one mouth, several, like a creature built to swallow submarines whole. It didn't swim, it crawled, like it was born of stone and muscle, dragging centuries of salt and death with it. Then, it looked at him. Panic exploded in Ronan's chest. He slammed the pod's reverse thrusters. The beast didn't chase. It watched. And as the pod shot upward, lights flickering, Ronan realized it didn't need to hunt. It was waiting. For what? To rise. To follow. To reach the surface. And worst of all, the sonar ping was still active. Something else was using the signal, repeating it, like a call. To what? Back on the Helix 9, Ronan stumbled out of the pod, soaked in blood and panic. "Seal the hatch," he screamed. "We're not alone down there." The crew stared at him. No one moved. Until, boom, the whole ship rocked. On the radar, something was rising, bigger than anything they'd ever seen. And it was following the same path Ronan took up. The ship's systems began shutting down, one by one. Screams erupted on deck. From the observation room, someone yelled, "It's here!" Ronan turned to the ocean. The surface was bubbling, like it was boiling from beneath. He whispered, "What did we wake up?"